going on, creeps? It's been a minute. It's been a few days past when I like to get a video out there for the tens of people that like to watch them. But with good reason. Had a slight hitch in my my plans. I had been working on a video to release Sunday night, and then I guess this is my point in my journey where I get to tell the story of the infamous knock that you get. Only mine has a little bit of a twist. So I got done with work Sunday night and finished up, cleaned up, got to my spot. Sun was just going down, cooked some food, had a TV show going, and then I fell asleep. You know, I turned everything off, went to bed. 1:45 in the morning rolls around, and there it is, the infamous knock on the window. And I thought, oh God, this is going to be an employee telling me I got to go. Peeked out the window covers, and all the usual suspects were still there. So I was like, okay, this is something. And then I saw a flashlight and a badge, and I was like, oh, great. I wonder what this could be for. And I rolled my window down, and he knew who I was. Obviously, he ran my plates. And then began to inform me that I had a warrant out for my arrest for a parking ticket, a traffic ticket from 10 years ago. So it just kind of boggles my mind. I drive for a living. I have gotten background checks like every year for the past numerous amounts of years. My driving record is clean. And yet there's been a warrant out for me for 10 years, they say. So they arrested me. The cop was pretty cool about it. He, talked to me about my truck while we were waiting for radio calls, because he was thinking maybe they would kick the warrant back, because it was like literally, I think it was a $300 ticket or something like that. And that was what I needed to, keep myself out of jail or whatever, which I didn't know at the time. But he was like, this isn't a big deal thing, but sometimes these get kicked back where they don't even want you to, don't bring him to us. It's not a big deal. That wasn't the case. He got the call back from this county that they were like, yeah, bring him in. So he was really cool. I told him about what my deal was, and showed him my setup in my truck, and he was really digging it. He's like, that's really cool, and I love, that you're doing this journey, and your truck's awesome. And he's like, if you would have woken up, 2 or 3 minutes earlier to me knocking on your window, I probably wouldn't have even taken you in. And I was like, man, that's what I get for finally falling. Like, I hadn't slept very well the last few nights before this, and finally that night I was feeling pretty tired from work, and so I was like passed out at 1:50 in the morning. But anyway, he was cool, so he let me use my phone for a minute, reach out to some people, let everybody know what's going on, like my boss and my family, let them know I haven't disappeared off the map. But yeah, it was an interesting kind of situation. And he even went inside to Love's and talked them, told the guy, which I think he might have already said this, but told the guy, don't tow his car, let him keep it here for a few days. He's going to be back for it. This isn't a big deal. And they didn't. I got out, and literally this morning, and took an Uber to the truck stop, and lo and behold, there she was. Nessie was sitting there waiting for me. All my window covers were up, so it was really cool in there, and I was kind of nervous about that because I didn't get to break anything down. I had trash, stuff like that in the truck from my dinner, and it was a salad. So, and it's been warm the last few days, and it was like a chicken Santa Fe salad. So I was like sitting there just like, man, my truck is gonna smell like caca. But fortunately all my window covers were up except for the driver window, because that was the one I took down to talk to him. And it was a very interesting ordeal. I went between 2 different county jails for them transporting me to the county that they claimed I had this warrant in. And then when I got to that county's prison or jail or whatever, they even were like checking me in, and they were like, did they seriously bring you in for this? They're like, we have actual like criminals in here. Like, why are you here? This is a ticket. Like, you can pay it and just be on your way. And I said, oh, really? Is that what I can do? And they were like, yeah. They're like, can you pay it right now? And I was like, yeah. So I paid it. And I was out the door in 30 minutes. But I had, spent the previous 15 hours sitting in one county prison, then going to a different county prison, not knowing what the hell is going on because nobody has any idea. And yeah, it was just a very strange ordeal. But I'm glad to say we are back in Nessie. I just went and got my Starbucks. What did I get? 6 shots of blonde espresso latte. So I need it because I am tired. I didn't sleep at all. I mean, I fell asleep a couple of times in the, I don't know what you call them, like waiting rooms or whatever, where like the people who aren't officially in jail yet, like wait, holding cell, I guess. I don't know. Listen to me. I sound like a freaking badass. Did I tell you guys I went in there and I hit the biggest motherfucker I could find? I'm just kidding. I did not do that. Or did I? Anyway, I'm glad to be out of there, back in Nessie. Kind of wanted to update you guys on that because that was kind of a big part of my last 48 hours. It delayed things quite a bit, so my plan was to wake up the next morning and finish the video and then get it out. But instead, I was in jail for I don't even know what the traffic ticket was for. They didn't even tell me. It was like they were just like it was a traffic ticket, like something that they would just write up and you'd be on your way. Which is why I think they were confused why I was in there, because it was like not an offense that's like if it would have happened in the moment, which obviously it didn't, they would have put me in jail. But I don't know. I'm not one to like forget to pay things like that, and it was 10 years ago. So when they asked me if I remembered, I was like, dude, it was a decade ago. I was deep into a different life then, and yeah, I can't ask a lot of people around me. They can tell you, like, I can't remember birthdays. I can't remember my own birthday. People ask me how old I am, and I'm like, I think this old. But yeah, it was just a very odd situation, and I'm just glad that it's over with, and we're back in the truck, and we're kind of back on track. Like I said, I got the truck washed, I detailed it, cleaned it out, Febrezed it, reorganized it a little bit, and now I'm just driving to find a good spot so I can kind of wrap up the original video, which I was intending on doing Monday morning, which I didn't get around to, obviously. So that's what we're gonna do. As you'll see in this video, I kind of redid a lot of the stuff inside the truck. I kind of messed with the storage and the bed. I added some stuff to it, and then I trimmed a little bit of stuff and kind of figured some other things out. Got a little bit more comfortable in here, and yeah, I'm just excited to share that with you. And let's go find a sweet spot to kind of just hang out and open the windows and just chill, and we can kind of dive into it. So here we go. All right, so small status update. I was planning on doing like a walkthrough and everything and showing you guys the whole like new setup and stuff. And yeah, after the last 2 days, I started driving around yesterday just kind of to get some air and kind of clear my head before I, set up camp for the night. And by the time I got to my spot and got everything set up to, start, I was just too tired. I hadn't slept well in the last 2 days, and so I just laid down and put some TV on, and then I passed out. I woke up at 5:30 this morning. So, new plan of attack is I'm gonna break up this video into 2 parts, and so obviously you'll get this story and this video, but I'm actually going to work on the second part because I have a ton of footage from when I actually worked and made all this setup. So yeah, I'm just gonna go to a coffee shop and figure out, splice everything together, and there'll be a second part to this video which will be entirely about just the new setup in the truck. So thanks for watching, and go check out part 2. And always, keep it creepy, y'all.